Hi everybody, and welcome back to yet another topical little video. Obviously this is a pretty momentous week because it looks like the verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial in the United States is likely to perhaps come in. We've heard the jury has heard the case for the prosecution, it's heard the case for the defense, and it looks like hope that there will be a decision, which is going to be a very momentous thing. Now, obviously, we shouldn't remember that a man did die. George Floyd did lose his life. And of that, there is no doubt. And this man, former police officer Derek Chauvin, is obviously in the frame and he faces very serious charges, which I'm going to talk to you about it very shortly. But it is important that the jury will decide and nobody else. That's how justice must be seen to work. You cannot have a jury being influenced by outside forces, because that then creates a complete bias, which can either be in favor or against the person who's in the who's on trial. I wanted to make you aware of this. Yes, United States President Joe Biden has said the evidence is overwhelming in the Chauvin trial, and he's praying for the right verdict after he called George Floyd's family. Now, hang on a second, President Biden. You may think the evidence is overwhelming, but you're not in the jury, and yet you have the highest public office in the land. So it could be seen that you are trying to influence the jury to bring about the verdict that you want, regardless of evidence that has been placed in front of that jury. If this had been Donald Trump doing such a thing, and the cases were reversed, the outrage across the media would be incendiary. But because it's the potato himself, nobody actually seems to think, oh, well, yeah, it's the US president basically telling the jury to find Chauvin guilty. But hey, so what? Let's just move on. And we've seen, it's not that Biden's the only one, although he's obviously the most highly placed individual. Let me play this short video for you. This is Democrat Congresswoman from California, where else, Maxine Waters.
More confrontational. We've got to make sure that they know that we mean business.
We've got to get more confrontational. We've got to make sure that they know we mean business. What business might that be, Maxine? Well, Maxine is formed. Just listen to a couple of her other pronouncements.
On that cabinet, in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
They're going to absolutely harass them until they decide that they're going to tell the president, no, I can't hang with you. I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Got that? Now, if that was a Republican elected representative saying that, they would be thrown out of Congress, if not into jail. Why is Maxine Waters still in Congress, given these incredibly incendiary devices? And it's not just me saying that. Here's what the judge presiding over the case had to say. He said that he slammed her, Judge Peter Cahill described her comments as abhorrent, which they patently are. But she won't apologize. She's not apologizing. Biden won't apologize, because these people are trying, it seems to me at any rate, to influence the jury so that the jury feels it can only do one thing, and that is to find the former police officer guilty. Now, let's just talk about the charges against Derek Chauvin. He's charged with second-degree unintentional murder. He's charged with third-degree murder, and he's charged with second-degree manslaughter. Now, those are the three various serious charges against him. He's pleaded not guilty to all of the charges, by the way. But it's not for me, David Vance, to decide. It's not for Joe Biden to decide. It's not for Maxine Waters to decide. It's not for the left-wing media to decide. It's for the jury to decide. And the jury must come to a unanimous decision. And that's the way the law works. And I find it very disturbing that the United States president and the likes of these Democrat Congress people, such as Maxine Waters, are making it very clear that the jury must find Derek Chauvin guilty of the serious charges. And that is counter to how the law works. So I think it's a very disturbing situation. I do understand that, those, for example, in the BLM movement have made it clear if they don't get the right result, then some American Democrat cities are going to burn. However, the law must not only be done, but must be seen to be done. And a man is innocent until proven guilty. Proven guilty in this case means a unanimous decision by the men and women on the jury. Judge Peter Cahill is absolutely right. Maxine Waters' comments are abhorrent, and so are those of President Joe Biden. That's what I think anyway. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do make sure you're following me over on brand YouTube as well. Please make sure you subscribe to my Telegram channel. All the links are below, and I'll catch up with you folks real soon.